Hello, let's fix. So this is a heatsink from a Lenovo machine and the reason for this video is that a friend brought a machine for me to check it out. It wasn't turning on, but you can see that when you turn it on the lights are on but no display and all the stuff. So what I did is that I took off the heatsink and checked the board. You can see the board is responding but there wasn't a display, and then I realized that the heatsink is blocked. So the processor was heating, that showing that the processor is working. I took off the RAM to do a test on the board and you can see that the beep, there was a beep, meaning the processor is working, and the processor too was heating up. I realized that something is wrong. The fan was turning, but when I put my hands at the back of the PC, I couldn't feel the air coming out. So I took off the heatsink and I realized that it was very bad. What you're looking at right now is a new one and you can see that it's clean. I'm going to take off the old one for you to see. This is the old one and it was blocked. It was totally blocked and it's so bad. So I told my friend that okay, the only problem you have with your machine is we got to reset the board and then clean the heatsink and it's going to be fine. He was there with me and we did it. So I wanted to make a video for everybody to see that heatsinks are very important. What you look, well, those Ashtons are for, it's a thermal pad for other components around the processor. Where I touched with my hand later was for the processor side. So this heatsink take the heat out of the processor and comes to the fence for the air to blow it out. And if you can see it, it is so blocked that the air cannot come out. The air stays, the heat stays in the PC, and it causes other components to also go burnt. So heatsink are so important that it prevents other components like the CPU and the GPU from overheating, and which also helps it perform better and last long. But when it's dirty like this, it really destroys the computer and is one of the killers in most of the computers. It doesn't matter a desktop or a laptop or any other electronic device. These things are very important. Most of them are so small that you can even you wouldn't even see that it's dirty. So when you take your machine to the technician and you see that, oh, your machine is not coming on, it's gone off, try and make sure that at least you are there to witness that it's not the heatsink, because some of the technicians, we don't really pay attention to the heatsink, and then we end up working on a board and then the heatsink start giving our clients problems. Most of the computers nowadays, they can go on standby when there's too much heat or when something is not working right, unlike before. So it's very important that when your machine is on standby or goes off, you don't keep on it just to see that, oh, it will come on. No, take it to the technician and get some advice, or you can even open it and watch the heatsink so that you can blow it. It's very important for your machine.